Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez. Feature again how to make a quick card, and this time I'm going to be making a birthday card. And I'm going to be featuring the suite of Oh So Eclectic. And this one, you can see the stamp set. And this one comes with these die cuts, and so these are called Eclectic Layers Tinlets. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to be using this one, the leaves, and then one of the things that I really like, and I'll show you, is you have these ones that kind of match, and you'll see in a second because I'm gonna show you how they look. But anyway, and then for the birthday celebration, I noticed this one didn't have any birthday, but I really wanted to make a birthday. I'm using this stamp set that is called Sunshine Sayings, and I'm gonna be using this happy birthday. Here's the paper that I'm going to be using for today, and let me just show you real quick the design series paper too. You can tell all the different colors. One thing that I've been noticing lately is that usually you have on this paper you have this watercolor, and then you can see it on there is more of a solid. This one has the gems, I guess, but see how this one looks. Again, really nice paper. So, and this one is named, by the way, Naturally Eclectic. And as usual, you can tell the colors that they have in this pack, so you can make your color combinations out of there. So, the paper that I'm going to be using for my card is Very Burst, which is one of the ink colors, and this one is 5.5 by 8.5. Then I have this from the Design Series paper, and this one is 4 by 5.25. Then I have this little piece of white, which is Whisper White, which is 2.25 by 3.25, and this one is 2.5 by 3.5. And then I already cut this ones just to make it a little bit quick, but I'll show you in a second what I did. So I cut these leaves out of lemon lime twist using this this Thinlit, and I have a scrap of Berry Burst that I'm going to be showing you today. Let me just take this one from the camera. Sorry about that. So anyway, so I have the big shot here, and one of the things that I like on this one, like I said, is that you have the outline and then you have the outside. So in other words, I can cut this one and it will cut just like the inside of the flower, and then this one will cut the outside. So let me just show you what I mean. So I'm going to be putting it this way, and then I'm going to be putting this one like this. Okay, and so I will be cutting both things at the same time. Okay, and on this particular one, I'm going to be using a post-it note just so that it stays as it's supposed to. Okay, and where is my, and this is, by the way, the big shot, and I know you hardly can see it, but anyway, I'm gonna run it through. Okay, and then if you see, I'm gonna be taking now the brush mat, the dye brush, and in this particular one you can tell it cut both things at the same time. And I know you're supposed to do it with the dye, but since it didn't stick to the dye, I'm just doing it by itself because I want to take all those little pieces, and you can tell this one goes really quick. So anyway, so it takes all the little pieces out. Now for the little center, I use my paper piercer, and you can tell this goes really quick. Okay, So I have the outline. Now I did the same thing, but I did cut out the same flower, but just using the outline, and then it cuts like that. And this is coming from the Design Series paper. So anyway, so enough for the die cutting. So I'm gonna take this big shit out of the way and start assembling. So for the flower, I'm gonna be putting, like I said in the past, I like the fine tip glue pen. You're gonna unscrew the cap, and I'm gonna be putting a little bit. Oh, hold on. There was a little bit of glue in the tip, even though it had the cap. How weird is that? But anyway, so I'm gonna be putting a little bit on this paper so I can glue it to the Design Series paper. And I know some people like to do dots, dots, dots. I kind of like to put a little bit more than the dots. I don't know why. I'm always concerned that things are gonna unglue, and so I don't like that. I received a couple of cards where especially swaps from other fellow demonstrators, where the cars are, by the time they arrive to Texas, which is where I am, it is ungluing because it's too hot here. So I don't like that, and so that's the only reason why I try to put a little bit more of glue, which I don't know, you might or might not like it. It's up to you, but in my case, I feel like I really want it. So anyway, once I put the glue, I'm gonna line it up with the Design Series paper, and as and then you just need to hold it for a little bit. So I'm just gonna put a clear block just to make sure. And then, as always, you hear me saying on other videos, always make sure you cap your glue pen, because you want to make sure it's not clogged and that you can use it every time you need it. So anyhow, and like I said, I cut this one already with the die cuts. I figured you don't want to be taking all the time seeing me or watching me cutting it. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is using Peekaboo Peach, which is one of the ink colors from last year. And believe it or not, this is the first time I'm using this one. Can you believe that? It's already a year and I haven't really used it. So anyway, I'm gonna put a scratch of paper because randomly I'm gonna be just stamping this image. And again, this is just random, so you can put as many or as little as you want. And again, it's just to decorate this white paper. And then using Night of Navy, which is the other one, the other stamp pad that I have, and using the Happy Birthday, I'm gonna put in a scratch of Pool Party. And again, the color combination, you can tell is from the Design Series paper. Have Pool Party, Lemon Lime Twist, Peekaboo, Night of Navy, and Breeders. So I use the Design Series paper as a way to figure out what colors to put together on my card. So how about that, huh? So anyway, so I have that, and then using my snips, because I'm gonna put it like somewhere here. So let's just see. I probably want it to be like in the middle, so I'm just gonna cut it here and cut it there. And this is just to know how much do I need. I guess it's just easier for me that way. But anyway, that way I can now do the flag on the end. And as usual, you see me doing it. I cut in the middle first and then point to point. So the same thing here, in the middle and then point to point. And there you go. So this is gonna go that way. So let's start assembling everything at this point. I'm gonna be folding in half, and as usual, using the bone folder, I'm gonna fold my card base. I'm gonna be gluing the design series paper. And like I said, look at how this was nice. It would be really nice in the background too. But again, I wanted to have all the colors so that I will have like a happy card. I feel it's a happy birthday. It should be a happy card, don't you think? Anyway, so I'm gonna be, and I usually just make sure this line is straight, and then and then the rest should follow. You know what I'm saying? So that way it kind of is straight all over the place. The same thing is gonna happen with this one. I'm gonna be using Fast Fuse. And I'm gonna be putting this one here. Alright. And then I'm gonna be using I'm gonna be putting also, I'm thinking I should be putting it like so. I don't have a sample here, so everything was in my head, so bear with me. So I think I like it that way. So let's just glue these ones, and you know what, I'm gonna be using also the the glue pen, the fine tip glue pen, and on this one I'm just gonna go like so. Okay. And then the same thing with this one. Okay. I'm gonna hold it here for a second, and for this I'm gonna be using Fast Fuse. Alright, and as you heard me in the past saying, I love the bling, so I'm gonna be using the faceted gems, and I'm trying to look for my pierce tool here, my paper pierce tool. So this time I'm gonna be using, as usual, I'm gonna pick it up like this. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna put it, you know what, I feel like it might need a larger one. This one might need a larger one, so let's use this one. Yes, there we go. I like that. And where is my little saying here? And I'm gonna be popping it up with the mini dimensionals, which you know by now I am loving them. Seriously, this is the greatest thing that Stampin' Up did. I don't have to be cutting. Oh, hey, what did I say? You need to be closing this one, and I am here. This is the first time not doing it, following my own instructions. Anyway, I'm gonna be erasing this one here, and I'm gonna be putting it here. So I'm gonna be erasing this one as well, because why wouldn't you do that? I feel like anytime you pop up anything, it just adds more dimension and it looks even better. That's just my personal preference. I've always done that, and like I said, I've always put so many dimensionals. So having the mini dimensionals, it's the greatest thing for me, because you can tell I'm just putting it all over the place. I am that way. I don't know what it is in me that I feel like I'm always needing a lot more. And I'm sure it will be fine if I put less, but I don't know. I like that even surface. You know, feeling like it's even, and sometimes when you put some here but not enough, like not equally, there might be some areas that are not as equally raised. So here it is. I'm loving it. It looks like very happy. Anyway, so this is the card for today. Hope you like it, and we'll see you soon. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'll put on the description all the products that I used today, and if you like anything, feel free to purchase any of those products out of www.miranda.stampinup.net. Okay. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye.